it's Joey. I'm not here for the ukulele video, though I have done 3 videos tonight, so, or this morning, whichever one you want to call it. I showed you a part of myself that I don't normally let people see. It's not that I'm ashamed of it, it's not that I'm frightened of letting people let in or anything else like that. It's more that I just don't feel like it's something people need to see. But I've had the response from a few people on my Facebook where I posted the link of the first video. It's called Fibro. We are in pain and we need support. If you're interested in looking it up, it should be in the sidebar. Not the outside. I don't know. I can't remember. Basically, I wanted to touch on a few things that I didn't touch on in the first video. I take several tablets, lots of tablets to monitor all my conditions. I have 3 chronic conditions, 4 if you count sleep apnea, which I don't. It's a condition, but I don't call it chronic. It's dealt with, it's treatable, and it doesn't really bother me, apart from I don't sleep with my mask. Type 1 brittle asthma, I'm not going to go there with that, because I get too much harassment when I post about that, so I'll just keep that to my journal locked and not on video on YouTube. I have ME, which I've had for as long as I've had fibromyalgia, though I think the fibromyalgia predates the ME. I just, like I said in my last video, I can't remember a time when it didn't hurt. But, I mean, I live in the UK, so I'm really lucky in the fact that we have something called the NHS. It's not free healthcare, but it is free healthcare. Basically, everyone who works, and even me who doesn't work, I have a benefit that pays my national insurance for me. They pay into something called national insurance, which goes towards the NHS. So it's like having one massive insurance company that pays for everybody, even if you can't afford to pay into it. It means that prescriptions have a set price, and if you're someone like me on a low income, or receive certain benefits, or have certain conditions, you don't pay for any prescriptions anyway. But I've been talking to a friend or two in the States recently, and they, as you all know, because I'm sure most of you watching this, or some of you watching this, will be from the States, they don't have free healthcare. They have like Medicaid, Medicare. I don't know how that works. All I know is that when I was in the States in 2002, I stopped breathing on the plane home, on the way down the runway, and was forced to stay in the States for an extra 2 weeks. I'd only taken enough tablets for the time we'd be there, which was 3 weeks. So I had to go to a doctor there, which cost about, I had insurance, I had travel insurance, but it was only reimbursement. It wasn't pay as you go kind of thing. It was you pay and then you give them the receipts and then they pay you. Anyway, my mum was able to give me her credit card number, and I paid for the doctor's visit with that, and then she got reimbursed from the insurance. It cost me about $150 to see the doctor, have the chest x-ray, the bloods, and all the rest of it, and all the rest of it. But I needed my normal pills as well, and that set me back about $220. And this was 2002, so nearly 10 years ago. So prices have gone up, drugs have got more expensive. I wasn't on opiates then. I was on just low, not over the counter, just above over the counter painkillers. Yeah, painkillers. But now I'm on morphine. So if I was to get stuck in the States again or in any country, I'd have to be able to prove that I was in need of opiates, basically. I mean, I have enough at home. That means if I ever run out or can't get my repeat prescription in on time, or forget to get it from the pharmacy, or they don't have it in stock, or some reason, I have some that will tide me over the weekend till the shop's open again, because I might tablet finish on a Saturday morning. So I have enough to last me just over until the Monday morning, and then I refill it from the prescription I've already got. So I've always got those in reserve. But I have to be really careful, because our doctor's surgery has a percentage next to each drug, and if it's over 100%, it means you've ordered it too close together. I'm generally quite good. Generally within the last week, it takes 72 hours to get a repeat prescription filled by the pharmacy Well, you put it into the doctor's surgery, that takes 48 hours to be signed, and then another 24 for the pharmacy to get the drugs in and have to pick it up. So usually I have my repeat prescription in on a Monday, Tuesday of the week, and then I pick it up by Thursday, Friday. But like I said, I'm on opiates. I'm on OxyContin, slow release morphine every 12 hours, and I also take Fibro, which is a type of morphine. I think it's morphine sulfate, to be honest, I can't remember. And I travel with them. If I go out of the country, I travel with them no matter where I go. I have Fibro on me 24/7. It's always there, because I don't like taking it. I don't like relying on it. But like I said in the last video, that's my life. I have to live like that. That's basically how I get through the day sometimes. I mean, this flare, I suppose I'd call it, considering that it's lasted over 12 hours or 24 hours now, and it's not easing. I mean, it eased with the painkillers. I went to bed about 2:45, having taken some morphine about 2:30, and then I was back up in pain at 5 o'clock in the loo. Went to the loo and tried to sleep, couldn't sleep, was up by 5:30, and I can't take any more morphine now. I'm still in pain. My back's hot, so I can't wear the lavender. And you can see I'm tired. I'm slurring my words. It's brain fog. It's fibro fog. It's whatever you want to call it. You know, my brain is tired and it's in pain, and so it's not registering when I'm thinking of a word. I'm thinking, I can't think of it. Now I've lost the thread of my sentence, even now. My point, getting back to my point, I'm babbling now. People in the States, I have a friend, I won't mention her name because I don't know if she'd like me to or not, I'd just keep it anonymous. She has crippling migraines, and she takes an expensive pill. She can only have, I think, 6 at a time, and they cost an arm and a leg. But they get rid of her migraines. But she will suffer to the point of being so ill before she will even take that pill, because they cost so much. I've got another friend who was recently diagnosed with fibromyalgia. She will suffer until she's at the point where she can no longer bear it, and then she'll take a pain pill because she can't afford to fill a prescription. I've got another friend in America. He's the one I was talking to. He has chronic pain issues, and because of the way the government is working, because of prescription charges and copay and insurance and pre-existing conditions and all the stuff that comes from having to have private health care, means that his pain generally goes unmedicated. You know, I haven't even touched on the time my friend with the migraines went to the pharmacy to pick up a repeat prescription and didn't count them at the counter, and then had to go back and say, you forgot to give me 5, and now is scared to go back to that pharmacy and not count them straight on the counter, so they can see that she didn't, you know, because she knows the note's gone in her file that says, yeah, you know, she tried to scam us out of 5, even though she wasn't scamming. I truly believe she had 5 left. She had 5 missing. She's not that kind of person. She's in actual genuine pain, but we're treated like drug addicts. You know, I've been to casualty A&E, the ER, whatever you want to call it, probably about 5 times when my own medication hasn't been successful, because I am petrified of getting there and saying, I need IV morphine, and them looking at me and saying, yeah, I'm sure you do, and just running around and giving me nothing but saline injections, or just refusing to prescribe it, or saying all we can do is tell you to take your own medication, just double the dose or whatever. And I'm scared of being called a drug seeker, and that's the life of chronic pain. Is that these drugs are so controlled, and they should be, because of what they do. I can understand that you can get high off them. I don't, because I'm in pain. They're killing my pain. I'm not taking them to get loopy and high and all the rest of it. But because people do get high off them, when someone in genuine pain is asking for them because they know it works, it immediately sets off alarm spells with any healthcare professional. and they have to question then, you know, if I give them this one time and they come back, what do I do then? You know, if I don't have their notes, don't have their medical records, only have their say-so. I mean, someone like me, I'm allergic to aspirin, tramadol, non-steroidals, codeine, and so basically, and some others I can't remember the names of. So basically, the only painkillers I can take are over-the-counter paracetamol, which is something like Tylenol, basically, or strong drugs like diamorphine, morphine, pethidine, stuff like that. And with my asthma, they don't want to give that to me because it suppresses the respiratory system, so they're worried it's going to give me problems. So I've been to the first time I went to the hospital for pain, I'd phoned NHS Direct and I was in tears, and they'd phoned the hospital for me and told them I was coming, and they were great. They got me back within a few minutes. They hooked up an IV. They gave me a large dose of morphine, and then they, you know, started saying to me, "Okay, what's happened?" They were more concerned with dealing with my pain. Second time I went, they were a bit slower. Don't know whether it's because they're busy or what, I don't know. I didn't phone NHS Direct that time because I've been told, you know, if it gets bad again, come back. So I went back when it got bad again, and basically I was told, you know, I could have some Oromorph, which is liquid morphine, or I could take an extra pill, but there was nothing. They weren't going to give me IV morphine, which is, you know, okay, that's fine, you know, not everybody is willing to do that. I was waiting for a referral to the pain clinic at the time, so I wasn't allowed, or my doctor, my GP wasn't allowed to prescribe me any painkillers stronger than paracetamol. And the only other drug I used to take was something called coproximol, which doesn't have codeine in it, even though it's a it doesn't have codeine in it, and that worked for a while. I also took tramadol for a while, but I became allergic to it. And third and fourth time, I just basically got told, you have pills at home, use them. That's it, you know. It's not that they don't care, it's the fact that if they treat everybody as if they're not seeking drugs, then people would get away with a lot of drugs that they don't need. And that's kind of backward, I think. I think it should be the case that unless they can prove otherwise, they should treat the pain. I mean, it's now, I can't see the time on my computer. It's just after 7, no, probably close to 8 maybe. And I've been up most of the night. I'm in a lot of pain. And at one point, well, before I took the morphine this morning, about 2 o'clock this morning, I said to myself, you know, I'll take my dose of morphine, my normal dose. I'll see if I can sleep. And I was able to. And when I got up, I thought, okay, this is getting ridiculous. I'm going to need to go to the hospital. But I didn't, because my car is parked too far away for me to walk because of stupid traffic wardens that I won't get into. And so it would have meant waking up my carer and my best friend, and she's my carer and my best friend, so not two different people, and then waking up her daughter and having her push me to the car and come with me to the hospital and, you know, make sure I was okay. So it just wasn't feasible. And there's also this niggling doubt in the back of my head. What if they call me a drug seeker? What if they put that in my file? What if they write to my GP and say she's been up to the hospital asking for IV drugs, and, you know, we were not sure if the pain she's experiencing is real. I mean, I had my regular GP's off sick at the moment, so I've seen lots of locum GPs, which is basically a fill-in, not part of the practice. And about 2 years ago, it's not the same reason, but 2 years ago there was a locum, and she looked at me and she said to me, yeah, why are you on Oxycontin? And I said, I have fibromyalgia and ME, and I explained it, that I was in a lot of pain. Oh wow, well, she said, I know someone with ME and fibromyalgia, and she works every day and she doesn't take any painkillers and they're absolutely fine. I was like, wow, that's great, you know, I'm really, really glad she doesn't suffer, but that's not me, you know, I do. And so she said, I don't think you need to be on all these drugs. I don't think you need to be on the Fibro and the Oxycontin. That's just too much. It's too many drugs. And so she wrote to the pain clinic and basically behind my back asked them to cut me off, to write to my GP and recommend that I be weaned off. And because her friend with fibromyalgia, she was fine, so she didn't need pain pills, which means nobody with fibromyalgia needs pain pills. Thankfully, even though I have had my disagreements with the pain clinic, they basically told her that she wasn't my doctor, she didn't know my case history, and if she'd bothered to read the notes, she would have seen that it hadn't been the pain clinic who prescribed the drugs because they were useless, basically. I think their main aim was to cause pain. And my consultant, my respiratory consultant, was in charge of putting me on the painkillers I'm on. Anyway, so that went in my file, which doesn't look good. And I guess this is my roundabout way of saying we need change. We need some way to weed out the drug seekers from the genuine people. You know, so many A&E doctors, ER nurses and all the rest of it are just so sceptical when you say I've got fibromyalgia, and they're like, alright, what drugs can you, I'll give you some paracetamol or some codeine, and then the minute I say I'm allergic to codeine, alright, well I'll give you this, I'm allergic to that, or I'll give you this, it doesn't work. That automatically raises alarm bells because they think, oh, is she really allergic, or is she just saying that so that she'll get the hard stuff? I don't know whether that applies to a lot of other people I know. I don't know their allergies. I just know that for me, I'm struggling to be able to say to someone I've got fibromyalgia and have them believe me and have them say, okay, right, we'll get you on this, we'll get you on that, we'll do this and the other. I mean, there are drugs for fibromyalgia. I've not tried any of them. I don't know whether that's because in the UK they're not so readily available, or whether because I'm so sick with the other conditions that I have that it's never crossed anyone's mind. But I don't like living like this. I didn't choose this. I didn't do anything to cause this. It's not fun. I just want to be normal. Whatever normal may be. Ordinary. I want to go to work in the morning. I want to run around with Darla and play football, and even if I didn't have the pain, I couldn't do that because of my lungs, but in an ideal world I wouldn't be in the middle of a flare now. I would have slept tonight. I should be able to go to my doctor and say, it hurts, make it better. And I can't do that, and nor can many other chronic pain sufferers. So please, just listen to us. We're in pain and we need your support. Thanks for watching.